In today's micro-learning video, let's talk about Clause 8, Operation. Every organization needs an operating plan in order to function. ISO 9001-2015 makes it easier for you by giving out a guide where you can lay down your existing standard operating procedures. Clause 8 is composed of operational and planning control, requirements for production and services, design and development for products and services, control of externally provided processes, products and services, production and service provision, release of products and services, and control of non-conforming outputs. Let's get to know each clause one by one. Clause 8.1, Operational and Planning Control. This clause requires operation to be conducted through processes that are planned and controlled regardless of whether the organization or an outside party performs the process. A criteria is determined and established for acceptance. The identification of resources needed to achieve conformity is required. In view of this, the organization shall plan, implement, and control the processes needed to meet the requirements for the provision of products and services, and to implement the actions determined in Clause 6 by determining the requirements for the products and services, establishing criteria for the processes in the acceptance of products and services, determining the resources needed to achieve conformity to the product and service requirements, implementing control of the processes in accordance with the criteria, and determining, maintaining, and retaining documented information to the extent necessary. Clause 8.2, Requirements for products and services. Customers are primarily the end users of your product, but also include intermediaries who may be internal or external and who integrate your product into theirs. This also includes dealers and distributors who market and sell your product or the integrated product. You need to consider feedback from all these customers to determine whether or not you have met their specified and perceived requirements. Customer feedback or satisfaction is the first tool required by this standard to gauge the effectiveness of the quality management system. This clause requires you to gather and analyze information as to what extent you meet these requirements from the customer's perspective. Clause 8.3, Design and Development of Products and Services. Design and development activities needed for products and services are required to be planned and controlled through an established, implemented, and maintained process. This process may be used for both products and services and for associated processes. The organization shall establish, implement, and maintain a design and development process that is appropriate to ensure the subsequent provision of products and services. Clause 8.4, For the control of externally provided processes, products and services have to be in conformity to the operational requirements of the organization. This ensures that the externally provided processes, products, and services do not adversely affect the organization's ability to consistently deliver conforming products and services to its customers. It shall also take into consideration the potential impact of the externally provided processes, products, and services on the organization's ability to consistently meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements, and the effectiveness of the controls applied by the external provider. Clause 8.5, Production and Service Provision provides a list of control requirements that you may use, if applicable to your business. Identify and control all operation process. Show the interaction of these processes with other processes. The organization shall implement production and service provision under controlled conditions. In addition to this, Clause 8.5 also looks into identification and traceability, property belonging to customers or external providers, preservation and post-delivery activities, and lastly, control of changes to ensure the continuity of conformity to the requirements. Clause 8.6, Release of Products and Services. The organization shall implement planned arrangements at appropriate stages to verify that the product and service requirements have been met before it is released. It is important to identify, monitor and measure product or service characteristics to verify conformity to the requirements. These requirements may come from your customer, your organization, regulatory and industry sources. You must plan what characteristics to measure.